Scurlogstown, just outside Trim today, is best known for the Scurlogstown Olympiad, and they organise a High Nelly cycle each year and also a haymaking festival in Trim. It is a very ancient place, going back to the time of the Normans. There was an earthen castle here. There still is an earthen castle here. There was a stone castle, it has disappeared. There is a graveyard, a park and a pub. Scurlogstown derives its name from William de Scurlog, who erected a castle here around 1180. This was probably the Motte and Bailey Castle. A motte castle is an artificial steep-side earthen mound on which is set a wooden tower for a castle. Scurlogstown Motte is an oval, flat-topped and green grass-covered mound. The motte still remains today, but in recent years the bailey was removed. Scurlogstown Graveyard sits between the main road and the River Boyne. The ruins are situated in the north end of the graveyard, and they're of a typical nave chancel type. In 1200, Walter de Lacy confirmed to the Abbey of St. Thomas's Dublin the Church of William de Scurlogstown and that of Larracar. In the 1400s, Scurlogstown Church and Mill were granted to the Bishop of Meath. By the 16th century, Scurlogstown Parish was under the control of the monastery at Newtown, Trim. Following the confiscation of the monasteries, the property of the church at Scurlogstown became the property of the Ashe family. The church was in ruins from at least 1641. In 1682, the graveyard was not fenced, and a man named Crawford rented a shop in the ruined church. All the headstones are situated on the south side of the church ruins, and many large yew trees grow close to them. The oldest stone in Scurlogstown is to the Mooney family, and it mentions Cornelius Mooney, who died in 1730, aged 101. There was an ancient cross buried in the graveyard as well. A stone castle was probably constructed in the 15th or 16th century to replace the fortification at the Motte. The castle was in the high ground nearby, but on the other side of the by road to Bective Crossroads. The ruins of this structure was still in existence until 1850, but it was gone by 1865. It consisted of a solid square with rounded towers for stairs at two of the angles. It is similar to the castles at Assay or Tribley. No trace of the Scurlogstown Castle now remains. Its site lies in the grounds of the Scurlogstown Business Park. During the construction of the business park, part of the site was excavated, and they discovered medieval and post-medieval walls, floors and features. The Scurlogs family were still in the area up to 1633, as Barnaby Scurlock gave some land to the Earl of Fingal in that year. In August 1647, Michael Jones and the Parliamentary Army advanced to Tara and to Scurlogstown, where he camped. The following day he marched to Trimblestown, and shortly later the army was defeated at Dungan's Hill near Summerhill. Coins of Charles I were discovered at Scurlogstown in 1846. The hoard included 3 coins, 2 shillings and 1/2 crown. In the Ireland of the 1640s, there was a huge amount of uncertainty during the military conflict, famine and forced movement of people. Perhaps the coins were deposited by a local who feared them being found by the parliamentary forces. There is a tradition that Scurlock of Scurlogstown and his brother from the Rock confronted Cromwell at a site called Cromwell's Hill near Grange. Cromwell did not come to this area, but his forces certainly did. Teach Scurlog is now owned by the famous Meath footballer Jack Quinn. Here at Scurlogstown today, Scurlogstown Olympiad have developed a lovely little park where you can see the ways people lived in days gone by and farmed in days gone by, and also experience nature.